Bon dia, welcome back to Rio de Janeiro. We're in round 3, heat number 4, and it's an all-rookie matchup. Caio Ibelli representing Sao Paulo, Brazil, and Ryan Callinan representing Australia. One of the exciting rookies on tour. Goofy foot in the Australian, a regular foot in Caio Ibelli. A solid way this year with big key matchups. Big wins over John Florence have really been the headliner, but he also had a scrappy heat against Callinan where he took the victory. During the break, Caio got a start putts.
Just taking to the air, beautiful foam climb floater to start off with, late drop. I love this turn right here. Look at his body leaning way over the board and then go straight into that turn right there. That's what you got to do. Caio Ibelli almost riding out of that. That was on its way to being a huge score. And then right behind Ryan Callinan, making sure Caio doesn't get too far ahead, trying to keep in touch. And this turn right here, pretty tricky little section right there to manufacture an exit.
I've been noticing you, pretty much on a daily basis, a little vegan restaurant over here, .org. Tell me about the feed program that you're going through.
Yeah, just your body's a machine, so you got to put the best fuel in it. And over there at .org, she's got some of the best food I've eaten in the world. So.
Chicken place that's on the corner here that make one of the best chicken soups I've ever had. So yeah, it's a lot of good options.
And it's all within walking distance as some of these punchy beach breaks. The rookie, Ryan Callinan, up. He'll pull in. Nice vision to start. It's all of a sudden going to clamp on him, so Callinan goes down. Catching up with the score line. Remember, Ryan had a 2.83 on a backside snap, then built to a 6.5. 6th in the world right now on the Jeep leaderboard. Connor Coffin starting to slide a little bit. Had a round 2 loss at this one. That's why he's shaded. Alex Ribeiro out early. Now back to this one. Callinan deep. Packs his barrel. It's still round, and he has to eject.
Wow. That was one of those ones you got to roll the dice on, Joe.
Got a gem and ended up knocking out Dane Reynolds. Let's check out this form.
Yeah, just grab the rail from the get-go, up and over the foam ball, and then we'll see him again right there, just ditching the board, realizing that there was no exit right there. And once that wave compresses, you want to kind of get away from your board. Quite easily to get injured. Keep a close eye on him, but for me, probably about 300 or 400 meters down the beach, there's a little section that we've got this reef out the back that the wave breaks on. It kind of bends the wave.
Late takeoff, pulling into the barrel. Caio Ibelli makes it. Lays back to try to pull off the landing. He'll pick himself back up again in time for the claim to show the judges he had enough in him for control. An amazing effort from the rookie, leading the race on the Jeep leaderboard. And the bottom dropped out. He made a couple of sections, survived, had to lay back, and then the whole wave exploded on him, Potts. Let's take another look.
Yeah, let's have another look. Solid wave here from Caio. How's that drop right there? Bottom turn. Now he's driving through the section. Lays back and then manages to stand back up. I don't think the judges are going to buy into it, Joe. Beautiful. I mean, how's the control he's got right there? Late drop, tiptoe. Now he pulls in, driving through that next section. Now he disappears. Second section breaks over him, and as he sneaks out, just got clipped just that little bit. That front foot slipped, and did he make it? Well, he managed to stand up again, so is other judges going to buy into that? Is that a completed maneuver?
You see how square this thing gets. Caio's favorite thing in the world is to surf slabbing waves around the world. That skill set was really evident right there, but just getting clipped on the exit. Caio was leading the QS. Easy call up from the commissioner's office to give him a shot. Talk about the big double grab he did, but he also got a crazy barrel that almost took out Medina. This is Callinan. Backside float, late hit on the snap. He's down. Callinan still leads, 15:30 remaining.
Let's have a look at Ryan's wave. A lot more lump and bump on the face. That rip starting to affect it. Nice opening turn, but just didn't quite get that drive off the bottom to get the board up and over the lip on that second maneuver. So that's not going to go into his top 2. If something's not working for you, roll the dice. I mean, we watched that heat with Aleja Muniz and John. We'll get back to that.
Here's Caio, glassy, insider. Allows him to open up a bit. First turn solid off the coping. Punches the fins out on a heavy inside section. He's going to try to force the landing. Paddles his way through the whitewater to show control. So Caio getting the completion. 2-turn combination. He was hoping for at least a 5.34.
5.34, is that going to be enough? Let's have a look. Nice clean wave, as you said. Double pump bottom turn, nice and low off the bottom, which gets him a lot of spring off the top. And again, nailed that one.
Callinan to answer. Swings a backside hook and runs out of room, so he steps off. But then this happened, and Kyle looks like he's going to improve putts.
Yeah, Caio Ibelli, I mean, have a look at this as he drives through the section here, knows that he's got to come out nice and clean, and then jams that beautiful turn at the end. So Caio Ibelli starting to crank it up. Let's have a look at it again as he backdoors that nice section there, completely disappears. Drives through that next section, perfect positioning. Now he starts to get higher on the wave just to manufacture that clean exit, and then hooks into that beautiful layback turn right there. So Caio Ibelli starting to find his groove. So this kid is dangerous once he gets that confidence going, and then finishes off for the next little turn just for good measure. 8s across the board. Caio Ibelli.
When you check conditions from the top of the hotel, all of a sudden the world's best get out there and they drop huge scores. Caio Ibelli got this one during the update.
Well, there we go. That's what, you know, I knew that was going to happen. I mean, when Caio goes for an aerial maneuver and doesn't complete it, you can guarantee that he's going to give it another go. And that's exactly what he did. A double grab, 7.07, increasing his lead over Ryan Callinan, who's now looking for an 8.57. Not out of it just yet, though, Joe. Something that kind of reminds them of home, makes them feel a little bit more comfortable with the situation. That's going to be a good heat.
Little opportunity now for Ryan Callinan to answer back. Bottom drops out, pulls into the barrel. It's a high line exit that he'll try to force. Makes it out now to an inside little right. And he'll just carve his way through, trying to make a comeback here with 6 minutes to go. And Caio Ibelli still with the lead. Let's see how Ryan did again.
Yeah, beautiful backside technique there. Ducks the head, just missed the lip. And then kind of had to fight his way through that end section. Finished off with a couple of nice little turns on the end of this wave. So Ryan Callinan trying to get himself back into the heat, trying to close the gap on that 8.57 for this wave right here. And then backed it up with this. Went for a double grab earlier in the heat, didn't quite pull it off. I knew this was coming. 4 minutes remaining, and Ryan Callinan looking for a huge score. Caio Ibelli looking dangerous.
Really
make sure that he does complete it. So Caio back-to-back, his last 2 rides have been the keepers. 2 minutes remaining. Here he goes now.
Caio with priority. Nice glassy left-hander who's got some speed. One big section for a backside full rotation reverse. He ends up just flying away. And that wave's not standing up. 10 seconds to go. Caio's looking closer to staying undefeated over Ryan Callinan this season and staying on top of the Rookie of the Year race, as we'll make it official. Caio Ibelli, back-to-back solid scores, an 8 and a 7.07, doing all of our favorite things, barrels to big airs. We want to see more of